Welcome back to our channel Brain Fuel. Today we are going to discuss the topic Narmada Bachao Andolan. So we will discuss the introduction of Narmada Bachao Andolan and Bachao Andolan in detail, like what happened, when, where, and background of Narmada River, Narmada Bachao Andolan key points which are useful for you. Success of Narmada Bachao Andolan, like how did it succeed, like it was a win, like how. Let's dive into the topic, don't waste our time. Narmada Bachao Andolan. So, the Narmada Bachao Andolan is a powerful movement that began in 1985. It was started by local tribal communities, farmers, environmentalists, and human rights activists. Their goal was to stop the construction of huge dams on the Narmada River. The government planned to build many big dams on Narmada River to generate electricity and provide water for farming. But these dams would flood thousands of villages, forests, and farms, forcing lakhs of people to move their homes. And like they just want to leave their homes, like government want to make them homeless. Most of these people were tribal families who are dependent on the river for their daily life. Uh, the movement was led by Medha Patkar, a social activist who stood up for rights of displaced people. She, along with others like Baba Amte, organized protests, hunger strikes, and marches to raise the awareness. So, what did the movement achieve? It brought global attention to the problems of displacement of environmental damage. The World Bank, which was funding the dam project, withdrew its support in 1993. It made people think about development in a more human and eco-friendly way. So, this movement teaches us that development should not harm people or nature. It shows how ordinary citizens can stand up for justice just to protect their environment. And for phonetics, it's environment. I know. Don't comment like environment bol diya. Nahin, I know. Background of Narmada River. The Narmada River is one of the most important rivers in central India. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm getting a lot of comments from my fellow buddies that I'm going too fast. Like it's just like I'm reading out. I want to make the video as short as possible, but it's not happening because these movements have a lot of stuff to cover and everything is important. If I tell 100% of the story, you'll go into exam and write 50% of the story only. If I cut the points, cut down the like sideline stories, it will I'll explain you 50%, you will go and write 20 to 25%. That won't work actually. So I'm not cutting out any topic which is in the book. Each and every line is covered. Each and every line is written by me. uh, I copied content from textbook from a publisher, but it's not like I totally copied. I use my own words to generate it. So yes, it's the story. Also, why do I refer books? Like, what are in the books? You have to write that only in exam, so that only they will pass. No, like out of the syllabus, why would I teach you? It's a basic thing, guys. I hope you understand. So, Narmada River is one of the most important rivers in central India. What makes it special is that it flows westward, unlike most Indian rivers that flow east. It starts from Amarkanad Amarkantak Plateau in Madhya Pradesh and travels through Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and even touches Rajasthan. So basically, most of the rivers flow from west to east, but this river flows west side. Matlab it starts from east and goes to west. So like it's kind of unique in India. So it covers Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, even touches Rajasthan before finally meeting the Arabian Sea. This river is whooping 1312 kilometers long. That's like traveling from Delhi to Chennai. Along the way, it collects water from 34 smaller rivers. They are basically called tributaries. The Narmada flows between two mountain ranges, Satpura and Vindhya. So, what I was about to say? Okay, leave it. Satpura and Vindhya, and the area around it is full of forest hills and wildlife. That is why it's known for its rich biodiversity. For many people, especially tribal communities like Bills, Gonds, and Baigas, the Narmada is not just a river, it's a lifeline. They use its water for farming, fishing, and daily needs. In fact, 81% of the villages near the river are tribal areas where people have lived close to nature for generations. The river is also considered sacred in Hinduism. Many people believe it was created by Lord Shiva and they visit it for religious rituals and pilgrimages. That's why people have a craze on that river and they don't want any modifications on the river. The Narmada Bachao Andolan is major social movement that began in 1985. It was started by people who wanted to protect the environment and tribal communities from the harmful effects of big dam projects on the Narmada River. So, the government planned to build 30 large dams, okay, including Sardar Sarovar Dam and Maheshwar Dam as a part of Narmada Valley Development Project. These dams were meant to provide water and electricity, but they would also flood thousands of villages, forests, and farms. So basically, what happens is, how can I show? This pen on this screen is not working actually. Okay, leave it. So there are two mountains like this. In between them, a river flows like this. So in between these two mountains, there is mountains. There is a gap. No, here they will build a dam. So if the river is flowing from this side, uh, the villages which are backside of these mountains will be flooded because it will be raised up to the dam level. Okay, the dam level this much. So if the river is flowing this much, if there is a dam built, the water level will be this much, from this much to this much. Okay, so uh, maybe if there is a dam, maybe few hundreds of villages will be submerged. It's not about this only dam story. This story applies to every dam because every dam, almost every dam is built between two mountains only, where there is a valley. So it would affect lakhs of people, especially tribal families, farmers, and villagers. They would lose their homes and land. Many of them had lived near the river for generations and depended on it for farming, fishing, and daily life. So, the movement demanded for proper rehabilitation, safe relocation, and support for displacement families in to be simple, environmental protection, fair development, and that doesn't harm people or nature. And the movement was led by Medha Patkar. You know about her. She made hunger strikes, this and that. So the key points are: after India became independent, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru launched a huge development plan called Narmada River Valley Project. So this was where it all started from. For farming, electricity and flood control, it was the largest multi-purpose project in India in that time. So the plan included 30 big dams, 135 medium dams, and 3,000 small dams. Two of the biggest and most powerful dams were Sardar Sarovar Dam and Maheshwara Dam. So these dams are actually built now. Sardar Sarovar Dam is built now. In 1985, many people, especially tribals, farmers, and villagers, realized that these dams would flood their homes, destroy the forest and farmland. So, if there is a dam built, the forest below it totally will be submerged. They would be forced to live without proper help or rehabilitation, and the river was totally about to save the Narmada River. Fight to protect the environment, fight for the rights of displaced people, demand fair rehabilitation and sustainable development. Again, the movement was led by Medha Patkar. So, the timeline and the whole story I'll explain. In 1990, the Sardar Sarovar Dam was built. Building started in May 1990. The foundation stone was laid by Prime Minister VP Singh. This dam was part of big plan called Narmada Valley Development Project, which aimed to provide water and electricity to several states. As soon as the construction started, many people, especially tribals and farmers, realized that they would lose their homes and land. In December 1990, two movements happened: Narmada Jan Andolan, Narmada Bachao Andolan. Remember, it is the main point, and it will give an extra side heading for you when you are going to attend the exam, like the theory part. Narmada Jan Andolan, Narmada Bachao Andolan. You can write the same topic, same exact topic, just copy paste. There are simple cheap tricks that I too used and scored 93%. Okay, in degree exams to be specific. Organized a protest march called Sangharsh Yatra in January 1991. Famous activists like Baba Amte and Medha Patkar went on hunger strike. So they simply demanded for justice for displaced families. Due to strong protest and legal challenges, the construction was stopped in 1999. When it was started, 1991, it was stopped in 1999 after eight and a half years of a strong struggle by Medha Patkar and few people, not few people, many people, but few leaders. It was stopped in 1999. The movement has raised serious concern about displacement and environmental damage. So, after years of debate, the dam was finally declared complete in 2006. But the controversy didn't end here. Height increased in 2017. Who increased the height? Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved to increase the dam's height from 138 meters to 163 meters. This made the dam more powerful but also raised new concerns about flooding and displacement. So, as I explained, when the dam height is increased, the villages which are backside of the dam, they will be submerged totally. When height also increases, the area of the what we say water which is stored in the dam will also be increased eventually. So we'll go to the next page. Last but not least, success of Narmada Bachao Andolan. So spreading awareness. This movement helped people across India and even the world understand how big development projects like dams can displace thousands of families, especially poor and tribal communities. It showed that development should not come at a cost of people's homes and lives. They focused on sustainable development. NBA Narmada Bachao Andolan didn't say no to development, it said do it responsibly. The movement pushed for sustainable development which means building projects that protect nature and respect people's rights. The movement wasn't led by just one group, it brought together farmers, laborers, tribals, and activists. All were fighting for justice. This unity made the movement strong and powerful. World Bank pulls out. In 1993, as I already told, just what we say, I am revising it. World Bank pulled out from this project, which was funding this project in 1993. Investors back off. Later, the private investors who were funding the Maheshwaram Dam also pulled out between 1999 to 2001, thanks to the pressure from the movement and growing public concern. So, what actual justice they got? They got real displacement, like they were allocated new homes, new area to live, new rights. Okay, so this was the end of the video. I hope you like my video. As I got comments, not in the comment section, but through a phone call from a good friend, I listened to him and did what he just said. Half of the part I explained it very slowly. Keep supporting, guys. I hope you subscribe this video and watch all the other videos which are helpful for you, and all the best for your exams. Thanks for watching the video.